guys, welcome back to my channel. Thanks again for stopping by. If you guys haven't subscribed, go ahead and hit that button so you guys are notified when I upload. And if you want to follow me on social media, I'm justmills.com, spelled out the same on all social media. So today I'm going to be going over how to do this eye look. If you guys are interested in this, it's just a really pretty makeup look. I don't know exactly what it's called, but I'm sure by the time I name this video I will. So it's just, I think it's really good too for hooded eyes because it just looks like a huge wing, and when you open your eye you still have that wing. It doesn't get messed up at all, so that's super exciting because I do have hooded eyes and I'm always trying to figure out a cool, fun way to do my wings so it doesn't get distorted at all. So if you guys are interested in how I did this look, go ahead and keep watching. Okay, so to get started with this eye, and let me tell you right now, I've never done one like this before. I've seen this on Instagram and Facebook quite a bit, and I'm like, oh, I want to try that so bad. So I bit the bullet and I went for it today, and I'm super happy with how it turned out. So I'm going to show you how I did it, and I'm going to start off with the Chocolate Bonbons palette, and I'm going to use the color Divinity just all over my eyelid. So this color right here, and this big fluffy brush, I'm just going to put it all over the eyelid. I haven't watched a video on how to do this. I just looked at the picture and tried to figure it out. So, because I don't know exactly what it's called. I'm going to have to figure that out when I upload the video, but I didn't know what to search for, so oh well. Okay, now I'm going to be using the NYX gel liner right here. This is just a liner and smudger. I believe it says it's waterproof. It's in jet black. So we're going to start off with this. I hope I can do this again on the other eye. And I'm also going to be using, this is actually the brush I use for my brows, but today it's just an angled and liner brow brush. It's number 217 by IT Cosmetics. So I'm going to be using this for the liner, all of this part right here. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and get started. So first off, I'm just going to put a little bit of product on my brush, and then I kind of do the same thing I do with my eyebrows, is I just kind of work the product into the brush a little bit so it's not too much when you first apply. So I just kind of go back and forth and get some worked onto the brush. Okay, and then first we're going to start with the lower part of this like huge wing basically, right? So let's try to make it the same as the other eye. These lashes are so big I can't see. And I'm just like laying the brush down and using that super thin edge to get a nice straight line. Okay, now I'm going to start at the outside edge and I'm going to go right into the crease. So kind of a swoop. Now we're just going to fill this in. I think the hardest part is just getting that outline. So I'm pretty happy with how that looks. Now this is just kind of the easier part of this, is just filling it in and smudging it out. And I'm just going to be putting black just on this outer edge. I'm not going to bring it all the way across the eye or even halfway. This is just kind of on the outer third. And don't worry about if this is a little bit messy, because we'll go with some concealer in a minute when we're done and we'll fix it up. Now, I'm going to be using this brush, number 105 by IT Cosmetics. It's just kind of this little, I don't know what it's called. It looks like this. Okay, and then we're going to use Colourpop in Hustle. Colourpop eyeshadow, which I love Colourpop eyeshadows. Oh my gosh. If you guys have not tried Colourpop, you need to. You need this in your life. Okay, so I'm just gonna load this brush up with some of this color. Okay, and then we're just gonna put it on the black and just move it across the eyelid. Just kind of mixing it in so that it fades out of that black. If we need to add more black, we can. I just kind of go back and forth until it looks really blended. Just gonna fade it off right here. We just want this color really light, right almost into the corner. I'm gonna take the same brush again and put a little bit, just what was in the lid. I'm just gonna put a little bit of that on this brush again and just fade this over a little bit. Now I'm gonna go back in with this Hustle color from Colourpop and just blend more. And then I'm gonna go in with another Colourpop, but this is their highlighter. I'm gonna be using, it's called Smoke and Whistles. This highlighter, really pretty highlighter. Okay, I'm just gonna put some on this brush and then we're gonna put it in the inner corner and work it up onto that other color, the burgundy. Just blend it onto that. Okay, now again, I just have this little like makeup towel. I found these at Walmart and I just leave it on my lap and I kind of wipe my brushes off on that if I don't want to put them on the makeup wipe. Now I'm going to grab that Hustle color again and blend this in more. I'm going back in with the Colourpop highlighter on the same brush. Like I said, I just kind of keep going back and forth until it looks like the way I want it to. Okay. See, this one doesn't look like it has enough of the Hustle color, so I'm just going to add a little bit more right here. I just love this color so much. The texture of Colourpop's eyeshadows, they're like almost creamy. I just love them. They stay on all day long too. They do not budge. I don't use primers or anything either. I don't use a face primer or an eyelid primer. And these are amazing. We're gonna clean up this edge a little bit, and to do that, I'm gonna use this BH Cosmetics brush number 106, and then just my NYX HD concealer in Fair. So I'm just gonna put a little bit on my brush, and then I'm just gonna go across this line. And we're gonna add a color up here just to fade it a little bit so it doesn't, I mean, you want a nice sharp line, but it doesn't have to be super crazy. Okay, then I'm gonna take my concealer brush, well, I use it as a concealer brush. This is BH Cosmetics brush number 112, and I'm gonna use the same concealer, and I'm gonna go along this outside edge and clean up the wing. And this is really cool. When you use a concealer to clean up your wing, if you drag right along the edge and you hit the tip and bring it up, it's gonna extend that tip and make it super sharp. And then you just wipe it away and just let it fade off. See how it brings that tip up even longer? And you can just fade it out. Okay, now I'm gonna take the same Colourpop and that same little brush, and I'm just gonna put some in this inner corner. Okay, now same brush, I'm gonna go back into the color Hustle, and we're gonna line our lower lash line. All right, now we're gonna be using the NYX gel again with that same brush. So I'm gonna go ahead and load up some and just work it with the lid. And we're gonna continue this liner all the way across. Not too thick. We don't want this very thick. We want it just a thin liner. Just connecting it all. If you see if the black isn't like blended over enough, then just go ahead and blend it a little bit more right here. Okay, now I'm gonna go back in with the Chocolate Bonbons palette, and I'm gonna use that same big fluffy brush, and I'm gonna use the color Almond Truffle, which is one of my favorite in this palette, right here. And we're just gonna put this above in the crease just to add a little bit of color right here. That's it, super easy. All right, now, what now? Lashes. I love lashes. Today I'm gonna be using the Eyelure Definition number 126 lashes. They're so big and so fluffy. I love them so much. I'm also going to be using the Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara, so I'm going to go ahead and put a coat of mascara on. Okay, now that our lash is on, I'm going to add some of this NYX Wonder Pencil to my lower waterline just to brighten it up a little bit. You know this little trick I saw? You use your beauty blender to pull down your eye instead of using your finger. Works pretty good. I like to use a nude color for my waterline most of the time because it's just kind of a more natural look. We need a little highlight, so I'm going to use, this is just a little e.l.f. angled brush, and I'm going to use the same Smoke and Whistles highlighter, and we're just going to add some up on our brow bone. Now the one thing I do after I put my lashes on, sometimes I mess up my eyeliner a little bit. So I'm just going to go ahead and add a little bit back onto my brush just from the lid. I'm not adding any more product out of the pot, just from the lid. And then I'm just going to go along and fix my liner. Okay, now that my lashes are on and everything else is finished, I'm going to go ahead and add a coat of mascara just to blend my lashes with the false lashes. On my lips, I use the Colourpop lip liner in Lumiere, and then I use Colourpop Ultra Satin in Dopey. So that's what's on my lips, and then I also just added a little bit of that Smoke and Whistles highlight, just kind of in the centers of the lip color. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed that video. That was super fun. I've been wanting to try this look for a long time now and I just haven't had the chance, so I'm glad I finally got to do it and share it with you guys. If you guys enjoyed it, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up for me, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more videos. Alright guys, I'll see you next time.